tell us about your journey to getting to this point, really, when we talk about specifically doubling your revenue.
There's a code that needs to be cracked, and I just heard of other people and what they were doing, and I was like, I need that.
Previous experiences that you had, what was the moment that you decided you needed to just dive in?
I have lost a lot of money over the years just to staff leaving and, trying to rebuild and keep it going, and knew I had something great, but I just needed to get it out to the public.
What has life been like in terms of the ripple effect from the work that we've done? What has that enabled you to do in your personal life, and what does that look like?
Well, literally yesterday, my manager said to me, called me and said in the nicest possible way, you don't need to come in anymore. I've got this, you've paid for this, you're doing this, you need to sit and do all the back end, the clients are coming, the staff are happy,
Welcome to Diary of the Search Queen, the go-to podcast for salon owners ready to ditch the algorithm and get found by their dream clients on Google. I'm Sonja Raymond, aka Sonja the Search Queen, founder of the Search Republic, and after helping salons generate millions in client bookings, I'm here to show you how to create a reliable, low-stress lead flow without living on your phone. Ready to stop chasing and start filling chairs with ease? Let's go. Welcome Gemma Urbank, one of my newest clients, who is from Coast Hair in Henley Beach in Adelaide. And Gemma, 2 months working with us and you've doubled your revenue, in 2 months.
Yes.
That is absolutely insane. So okay, let's take it back. When we first met, let's go there, right? So when we first met, you were like, oh, I don't know if it's going to work. Da, 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 da.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe tell us a bit how that was like for you, as in tell us about your journey to getting to this point, really, when we talk about specifically doubling your revenue, because you were very much on the fence because you had been burnt before in the past and you were really concerned whether this was going to be the right fit for you, and this was your make or break moment. So let's go there and talk, bring to life what that was like for you.
Okay, so I have been running a business for years now and always wanting, knowing that there was a magic, way of getting out there, not like it used to be before social media. And I was just there's a code that needs to be cracked. And I just heard of other people and what they were doing, and I was like, I need that. And so I just sort of, as I do, just jumped right into whoever popped up and trusted them, had faith that they knew what they were doing, and would invest money and time, and then just be like, what the hell, I've got nothing back from it. And we did Instagram, we did this, I just throw it everywhere hoping that something's going to stick. And I just got to the point where I'm just I don't trust anyone, everyone's full of it, but I knew the power of it, if you got it right, would be huge. And then L'Oreal had your thing on me and my manager.
So just for the listeners, we met firstly at the L'Oreal masterclass that I hosted in September for all the L'Oreal salons. And Gemma was like, yeah, this is what I need in my life. And then bang, 2 months later, and we have doubled your revenue in 2 months through the salon scaling system. So you were very much on the fence because of the previous experiences that you had. What was the moment that you decided you needed to just dive in?
I think because I have lost a lot of money over the years just to staff leaving and, trying to rebuild and keep it going, and knew I had something great, but I just needed to get it out to the public. And then finances got really, really tight, and we then managed to weed out some staff members that didn't align with us, and we got these amazing girls in. I'm I've got this amazing team and we're doing awesome work. I just need people to know about us. And you came on, and everything that you talked about was this woman is my person, and without sounding too obsessive, but everything, your whole story just aligned, and just the way you're about, you can tell you care and you genuinely want people to succeed, which is how I kind of live my life, of you just want the best out of people and you want to help people and all that kind of stuff. And it was I was yep. And then I was sitting next to my manager, and I call her a handbrake because she always pulls it up when I'm going 100 miles. And she was just looking at me, and then, we went through, had the one-on-one with you, and then, the price was there, and I was just this is, literally weeks after I had to go to my dad and said, look, I need money to help me stay alive and get through this. I know I've got this staff and I can rebuild it, but right now I am like back against the wall. And he was like, yep, I believe in you. I believe you can do it. And then he's obviously my finance man, accountant, all of that. And I always go to him.
Most dads are like that, so that's pretty cool. And I bet your dad is very happy now because you're a fully booked salon and all of your apprentices are fully booked as well.
Yeah.
So let's, because we spoke about this on our meeting, didn't we? We spoke about your apprentices standing around with nothing to do. So the fact now that they're fully booked, what does that mean to you?
Oh, it just means like they're happy, they're doing what they want to do, they're doing what I knew they could do. It was just about, it came at the right time that they needed to jump into the deep end, and I knew I had all faith in them. And to have these new clients just coming in constantly, they're so excited. We're all so excited for what the future will bring. It's amazing. And it's been 2 months.
Yeah, it's only been 2 months. I know. We were like, is it 3 months or 2 months yesterday? We were talking on our call. And it's only 2 months. And this is where like you were very much on the fence at the start. And I'm like, look, we have this proven system that has worked for so many of our salon owners. Whilst I can't guarantee it's going to work, I have proof of concept that it does work for salons in your industry. And I just want to commend you in taking that leap forward, because that is a scary leap to take, especially when your back's against the wall. And usually we do meet clients when their back is against the wall, because like, I've tried everything, nothing works, and then bang, you're fully booked, and you have like, oh, this is exactly what I need, you know. So it's really lovely to hear that from you. And obviously your senior stylist as well being booked, because like when we first met, you mentioned that you had lots of stylists standing around. They had gaps in their calendars. That was costing you money, correct? And then you were paying for sponsorships, and then you had one of your stylists doing all of your social media when they should actually be pulling their weight and paying for themselves by serving clients. So so talk to us about what that shift has been like.
I feel like the more time they have to stand around, the more they bitch and moan and whinge, and all that kind of stuff happens, and little problems become big problems because they got the time to do it. And now it's just like they're all like hitting their targets. They're excited for what they're taking home themselves, and just how much they've grown just from having the opportunity to do 3 clients a day when they were getting like 1 a week kind of thing. And the fact that our seniors are so booked and with the right clients and like big color corrections and our hair extensions, the amount of new consultations we've had for our hair extensions, because I believe I have one of the girls, like the best installer of hair extensions in Adelaide, came to me, and she actually went to someone else first, and I was like, you're coming back to me, I know it, now's not the right time. And sure enough, 12 months later she came back, and she's been amazing and helped everyone else grow. And it's just an amazing to not have the stress of going, who's going to come in this week? Is anyone going to pay? Let's
go there about what life was like before we started working together, like in a personal level, because you have a lot going on, love, you know. So what has life been like in terms of the ripple effect from the work that we've done? Like, what has that enabled you to do in your personal life, and like what does that look like?
Well, literally yesterday, my manager said to me, like called me and said in the nicest possible way, like, you don't need to come in anymore. Like, I've got this, you've paid for this, you're doing this, you need to sit and do all the back end. The clients are coming, the staff are happy. Like, there's also 2 other businesses that I'm building, and like this 24/7 tanning place and trying to find new locations. So I'm literally like flying everywhere. And one of the best moments I had was she just said, basically, we don't need you, but we love you, and in the nicest possible way. And forever, I just feel like everyone's like, I need you, and you're just trying to cater to everyone, and you're just running around doing everything for everyone, and like, everyone needs me. But she was just like, I've got this, you're paying me. And I was just like, oh my God. But she was apologetic, going, no, we do like you, but you come in like a mad person because you're trying to do so many things, but we've got this. And to know that you guys are working behind the scenes to get us more clients is just like, I feel like I can breathe, you know?
Aww.
Like, and it couldn't have come at the more perfect time. Like, I literally, even saying when I signed up for this, I didn't even tell my dad. I was like, I ain't telling him because he's going to be like, you're fucking crazy. You're not doing this again. I've just loaned you money, blah, blah, blah. But in my gut, there was something that you were just like, I'm like, this is the answer I've been waiting for. The universe is just giving it to me right here if I don't do it. And I literally went, you know what, I've been doing this since 2008. If this doesn't fucking work, I'm not meant to be doing this. I'm fucking done. Like, and that's just... Get me all teary.
You're getting me teary.
That's literally how it has been. Like, there's been...
Please, I love tears. I welcome tears. Keep them coming. You're going to make me upset. You're going to make me teary, more like, not upset. Happy tears.
Yeah, but like, honestly, it literally... And then I went on and read your book, like... or listen to it because I don't read. And I was just like, right, when's the next one coming out? And what, like, your podcast like stopped, and I was just like, this, like, obsessed, like.
Oh,
not
darling.
Stalker, obsessed, but you know.
I know that. I love you, girl. Like, I don't think you're a weird stalker. You're one of my clients, and I love you. So that honestly just makes my heart sing, because that's why I do what I do, and that's why the team do what they do. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And I truly believe in the power of the salon scaling demo system, because, like, the salon scaling system actually changes lives, you know, it changes lives. And the fact that you were able to witness firsthand, like, you were up against it, you know, and I was like, guys, you know, everyone was under the pressure, so I was like, I felt it from you, you know, like, and I wanted to meet you where you were at, you know. So it's so lovely, because we couldn't guarantee how it was going to go.
No.
You know, you just had to trust me that we've got your back and we won't do you dirty. So here we are. 2 months later, doubled your revenue.
In 2 months. And I like feel like this last week it just spiked even more. And then I've listened to other people that you're talking to on your podcast and said, and they like hit 3 months, and I'm like, shit, if we're like hitting 2 months at this, like, and straight away I was like, I need to commit time or get my other seniors commit time to get these girls confident enough to know that they can do it and handle what is coming through and offer like the best service and just feel amazing. So
yes, I love that. And it's just amazing. It's such an honor and a privilege to be part of this success journey. It really is, because I know how much you were struggling, like, you know, and I was like, oh, this is a lot of pressure, you know, it takes time. We will try our hardest. But I can't guarantee you how many leads you're going to get. Like, Google is like a fucking stock market, you know? So it's lovely.
And I think that was the thing. Like, I literally was like, I trust this woman. And I was like, I let go of, like, in the last few months, I just let go of everything and said, fuck it. Why am I stressing and trying to control everything and do it? It's just like, if this is what I'm meant to be doing, and I have all these dreams of where I want to take this and with the staff and stuff. And I'm like, if this is not meant to be the right thing, then this isn't going to work. And I was completely okay with it, of like, and it was just almost like, and then my dad kept reading back, like, so you're spending how much? And then you're doing your website too.
That's where people, let's go there, because a lot of salon owners see what we do as a cost, but it's an investment and it pays for itself and you make profit on top. People miss that piece, and like, it's no surprise that you're fully booked. It's a strategy that has enabled to do that. It's like a staff member. You know, you get a staff member on board to solve a problem. You get us on board to solve a problem. You want more bums on seats. You want no more gaps in the calendar. And of course, accountants will always see what like marketing as a spend or a cost. It's an investment to make you, like, to pay for itself, and you make profit on top, and it's a win-win, you know? Like, it's amazing. So yes, I know, I hear you, and obviously we all have our advisors, but it's also important to trust our gut like you did, Gemma, so I'm so glad you did.
Quick break. If you're a salon owner, sick of posting every day with nothing to show for it, or you're staring at the gaps in the books again next week, well, we can help. So book a free call with my team using the link in the show notes, and let's map out a Google strategy that brings in dream clients without the daily hustle. Now, back to the episode.
In terms of when we first started your Google strategy, when did you notice things starting to change, like, really quickly? Like, when did you start to see the increase happen?
It was just, I think she's just literally turned qualified, and she was just sent from heaven as well. And she was just like, I just did a client, and the first time I've ever heard someone say they found us on Google. It's always like Instagram, and our young girls are like, it's all about Instagram. But I truly believe when I go search for something, I put it into Google. And if I'm on Instagram, people are marketing to me and I go, oh, that looks nice, I might keep that in line. But it's just sort of like, you're always like, I need this, or I need it. Google or ChatGPT, who knows these days, but you literally put it in, and
ads are coming, just so you know.
Yeah. Well, someone put where to get their hair done in ChatGPT, and it told them to come to us. I was like,
because we're optimizing for your answer engines as well, darling. So we do AEO and SEO. That's what, remember, part of the whole salon scaling system is that we optimize for search engines as well as chat engines like ChatGPT. So that would be because of us that they found you in chat as well.
Yes.
You're welcome.
It's just like you're this angel sprinkling our name everywhere.
Bless your beautiful heart, honestly, truly, and it just means the world when we get feedback like this. It's just it makes my heart sing. But I still can't get over how we've doubled your revenue in 2 months.
No.
Like, I've never heard of that before. Like, with all the clients, it usually takes that 3 months, is what I've been preaching the entire time. But we've done it like in such a short space of time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just And when did you start to notice that the salon was fully booked as a result of our work? Like, when did it click for you?
There was just one quiet week which we looked ahead, and I was like, oh shit, this is really gonna screw us now. And then what we made at the end of it was like, how the fuck did we just pull that off? And like, you'd look to the end of the week and it was like dead, okay, busy here and gaps everywhere. And then all of a sudden, like Fridays, it was like fully booked, and new client was all there. And we're like, whatever this woman is doing is working. Or the whole team of people that you have sitting behind you.
I'm like, that's a lot of pressure. I don't do it all. It's like there's 15 of us that do it. Yeah, but it's like, the salon ninjas behind the scenes.
Yes, and even that other beautiful lady that started at the beginning, Kate. It was beautiful as well. But Kate, when she started and she took me through the first report, and she was just like, even she was, I mean, I'm looking at numbers going, I'm sure this looks good. It's not my thing, it's your thing. And she's just saying, this is really good. And I'm like, oh, okay, awesome. Like, this is really good. And she even looked a bit shocked herself as to how good it was responding. So
we always are shocked anytime we have a new salon, because it's like they always trump each other. We're like, these cost per clicks. And the reality is, and I just want to go there because this is something that is really the secret weapon in the salon owner industry, specifically around the hair industry. But like, most salons, hair salons, aren't on Google. And the reality is, if most of the competition is just so busy creating reels and doing social media and showing up all the time on stories and like hustling hard, the reality is you're missing out on the majority of your traffic that's searching for you on a search engine, which is 89% of the entire demographic starts on a search engine first, and then they'll go to social media to back up what they found. Like, they play a part, but long gone are the days that people are just finding people from Instagram. Like, it literally, you have a problem, you enter it into Google, you want the solution, and you want a book now, and you want somebody to solve that problem now. So and the reality is that most hair salons aren't on Google, and the competition is low, so the cost per clicks are incredibly cheap. Like, we're seeing some of the salons that have been with us for a long time, they're sitting at like 50 cents a click, because over time it builds, it snowballs, you get more bang for your buck. That's the one thing that just absolutely blows my mind, because I'm like, all these salons are going to get on Google. Like, if it's my mission, because they're all just burnt out, time poor, wearing too many hats. So talk to us about like what personal life was like, if you don't mind going there, before we started working together. Like, do you mind sharing? It's up to you, whatever you're comfortable sharing with, but like, as in, I know that you were stressed out specifically about the business. So do you want to maybe touch on what life was like as a business owner behind the scenes?
Yeah, just really hard, like, because I feel like there had been a lot of damage done from previous hairdressers that I had employed. And
when you say damage, what do you mean?
Oh, like lied, stealed, left, took all their clients under, and just, they believe that they can do it. And I believe that they can do it, but they do it the wrong way, the sly way, and just, they think they're entitled to it, and then they just want to paint you out as being the bad person because, you know, you're trying to make ends meet. And I kind of try and hold that all in because I don't want like staff to go, oh well, I'm fucking broke right now, and if we don't make money, there's going to be no job or whatever. So stop whinging about your outfit didn't come in time and all that kind of stuff. Yes. And so I would try and come into work every day with this positive attitude and lift everyone up and then some days there would just be like negativity and I just would find it so hard to just be like, guys, you have no fucking idea of what it took me to get out of bed today and come here, and I just need you to make your target and talk about retail and do everything I tell you to do. And there was just a lot of stress, and they were also at the same time this amazing team that I feel like we were still getting out of trouble from what other staff members had done. And like I've probably lost tens of thousands of dollars over the last few years from staff just walking out and, you know, doing what they do, and which brings you into debt. And then this new team, I wanted to like give them everything because they're giving back and amazing, but it's like there's no money to give. And now it's just like, yes, they're all motivated, they're all hitting their targets, they're all doing everything, so it just takes a massive pressure off my life. And then obviously home life with my kids, I had three under 3, and now they're like 7, 8 and 10. And then I'm actually separating at the moment, so I'm going through all that kind of drama. And the thing is, you're like trying to focus and give your kids the time they deserve and need, but you're like stuck in worrying like, how am I going to keep a roof above their head, like all that kind of stuff that just eats away at you. And just knowing now, and I don't know, there's all this talk about this new year, the new, you know, what's going on around, and I just feel like I've had this massive awakening of like just letting go of like all your materialistic stuff, valuing what's important, realigning myself with what I actually set out in the first place to do in the hair industry, and that was just to lift other people up and get them to believe in themselves and have the courage to do anything, and to be able to have then money, clients coming in, and the right type of clients, because I've done Google myself before, and we were getting haircuts of randoms and all this stuff that we're not, and now we're getting people that are our brand and want the best, and the staff are all excited to be able to do it. And
as a business owner, I love that you shared all that. And as a business, I'm just going to pull a thread on that. As a business owner wearing all the hats, why do you think we do that to ourselves all the time? Do we think that we're going to save money, or do we think that we do it because we think we can do better, or like what, or is it that like we struggle to let go of control?
I feel like mine, like, and I sent you a whole big long list of my whole crazy, you know, work life and story. But like when I started in 2008, my dad's like, right, you're going to have to make $7,000 a week, and you're making 2 now, and you have to do it like straight away. And I was just like, yep, got it. I had no fear, like zero fear. I was just like, yep, and just let go. And I was so confident. And then all the, I don't call them mistakes or failures, it's just lessons that I've learned had just really started to make me sit there and become so scared of making the wrong move. Because, you know, back then I had no mortgage, no nothing, or I had a mortgage, but small, no kids, no nothing. And now it's like I have so much riding on it personally that I know that like my family will probably be happier in a shitty house, you know, like your home is where your heart is kind of thing. But knowing the financial burden is starting to lift, and I'm starting to see, you know, everything that's happened and the hard work paying off. It's just, yeah, it just feels so relieved, and it's amazing.
And I bet your dad is very happy. I hope he's happy.
He's still even just like, you what? Like, and Google, I'm like, yeah. He kind of is like, I knew, like, he's always believed in me and knows that I can push through everything. And I'm very much like him in the sense where you're just so, like, you just don't lay down and die. You just keep going and keep pushing. And where there's a will, there's a way. And you get cut down that way, you go another way. And so he believed in me, but he's still like, you're fucking crazy. And now he's just like, wow.
I love this. Right. Honestly, it's amazing. And for any salon owners that are on the fence and doing the stalk and listening to the podcast and seeing the ads and stalking Sonja the Search Queen, stalking the Search Republic, what would you say to any salon owner on the fence? So advice for any salon owners on the fence, what would you say?
in your gut and you're in it for the right reason, and you're doing it not just to like, because I've had a meeting with my staff last week, start of this week, saying like, if I wanted to do this business to make money, and that, like, I would have quit years ago because I haven't been making money, I've been surviving. I do it for love and passion and for the right reasons that I believe, you know, is what should be behind running a business. And yeah, like if that is you, if your story relates to mine and you're questioning it, thinking, I'm like, just fucking do it. Like, I'm not someone Sonja's paying. I'm a real person, and it's been 2 months and it's been incredible. And I can't even thank you enough.
Doubled your revenue in 2 months. Let's just say that again. Doubled your revenue in 2 months. Like, insane. It's so amazing.
And you're like stuck with me for life. So sorry.
Well, don't worry, girlfriend. I won't be getting rid of you anytime soon either.
I honestly sit there and say, how do you do it? How did it, like, I'm always about the why. Like, how the hell have you just, I've spent thousands on people's website and just got nothing. And it's just like, I'm just amazed, blown away.
Oh, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I'll pay you later. Joke. And what's the future vision look like now for the salon, now that everything's tickety-boo, you're starting to stand away, you're now crazy woman with 3 kids going through separation and now trying to build 2 other businesses? You not think you just need a bit of a break though for a while?
Yeah. Well, you would think that, but even yesterday I'm like, I haven't even reached where I want to go. And now that I know anything that, like, I feel like I've always got really brilliant ideas. Like, started this 24/7 spray tanning business that is just the way of the future. And with that, you haven't even touched on that yet, but like how when you've got a good idea and a plan and you know that it's what people want, like now I know that you guys will be able to get it out there to the right people to make it happen. And I've got a lot of big plans, which people think I'm crazy, but it's
you are a bit crazy, but all us business owners are crazy, love.
Crazy. And now I just feel like the dreams that I've always had, they've sat there and just keep coming with different ideas. I'm just like, they are actually possible, and the team that I've got now deserve to come along for the ride and really reap the rewards. So
I love that. And anyone that is in Henley Beach or in Adelaide, or anyone that's local to Adelaide, tell everyone a bit about your salon and why you're different, and what are your newest things that you guys are working on.
We are blonde specialists, extension specialists. We're all about bringing back the customer service and listening to the clients, connecting with our clients and giving them their dream hair without the compromise of quality. And we've also got, we've installed these Japanese head spas, which are just amazing and the best way to kick back, relax, and then you get an actual professional blowout that lasts instead of a beauty therapist handing you a blow dry or something like that. So that's strengths. And we're just a great bunch of people, and the team are amazing. So that pretty much sums us out. And if anyone wants to come work, because we'll probably need more staff as well, hit us up.
Yes,
we're looking
absolutely.
at the moment to do all the rinsing and all that stuff.
You definitely need to have these staff lined up, because I just spoke to one of our salon owners yesterday, and in 18 months she's doubled her staff.
Wow. Yeah.
So you kind of need to have all these people lined up. Yeah, Gemma, because things are about to go off, and they already are. It's 2 months in, girlfriend. And what is your Instagram handle so anybody can follow you, check you guys out?
So the business is Coast Hair Henley. I have my own personal one, but I don't do too much on that. But I'm Gemma Urbank if you want to ask me any questions or hit me up. But and then we also have Coast Tanning and Coast Brows. So
because you're just not busy enough. Yeah.
No.
I love that, Gemma. Look, honestly, thank you so much for being on the podcast today. It's been an absolute honour to be part of your success journey, and onwards and upwards, my girlfriend. You deserve everything that life has to offer, and thank you for putting your trust in me and the team. You're an absolute legend. Thank you, Gem.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
If today's episode spoke to your salon soul, then hit subscribe so you don't miss the next round of strategy and support. For more help filling your books without the burnout, then check the show notes and you'll find a link to the Search Republic, where we build simple Google strategies that actually work. And if we're not already connected, come and say hi to me on the gram at Sonja the Search Queen, and I'd love to hear what landed for you today.